Happy Sunday, everyone. I'm Delicia, and thanks for tuning in to my weekly top 5 cigar picks. These, of course, are the cigars coming out of my humidor, hopefully making your way into your humidors or your hands for your week of smoking. Starting with number 5, returning to the list, we have the Terrano Exodus. This beautiful cigar is made in Honduras. It's featuring a Honduran wrapper, Connecticut broadleaf binder, Dominican, Mexican, and Honduran filler. And of course, with this cigar, you're getting nice notes of leather, you're getting a little bit of cinnamon, some green pepper mixed in, a little bit of cocoa in the background, but a really nice smoke. Hopefully you had the opportunity to smoke this in the past. If not, no time like the present. Number 4 is a newer cigar to my humidor anyways. This has been out, I believe it was debuted the end of, no, scratch that. I think it was earlier this year. Anywho, this is the Nicaraguan H. Upmann. This is a collaboration between H. Upmann, the non-Cuban H. Upmann, which is with General Cigars, and AJ Fernandez. So this is handmade in AJ Fernandez factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. It's a really good smoke. It has, when you do smoke it, you'll notice like the solid white ash that it provides. It's really something to look at. But very nice flavors on this as well. And of course, taking a closer look, this one is featuring a Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Nicaraguan Corojo binder, and then the filler is from Nicaragua and the DR. And of course, you're getting lots of different notes. You're getting a lot of those traditional cocos, little bits of the dark roast coffee come through, as well as a little bit of pepper. But it's just a really good, good smoke. And again, a nice collaboration between the two. As I've mentioned on prior reviews, AJ's doing a lot of stuff in the industry right now. So anytime his hands are behind it, he produces something very nice, so that's good. Number 3, we have the Cornelius and Anthony, the Venganza. This is more of the powerhouse out of their lineup currently. Really good smoke. This particular one is featuring an Ecuadorian wrapper and Nicaraguan binder and filler. And of course, it's made at the La Zona factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. And as I mentioned, it's more of a powerhouse. You're getting those bolder flavors. It starts out kind of with a spicy kick to it, and then it turns into something that has a mixture of the spicy sweet. But again, a little bit more of a kick to this particular cigar versus the Meridian, the Daddy Mac, the Cornelius. Of course, this is going to be that little bit more power delivery with this particular stick. Number 2 this week is returning to the lineup. This is the Ivy, and this is made by Viva Republica, made at the La Aurora factory in the beautiful Dominican Republic. Taking a closer look at this little baby, it's featuring an Ecuadorian Habano Corojo wrapper, double binder, Cameroon and Dominican on the binder, and the filler is Dominican and Nicaraguan. And with this cigar, you get a nice amount of the nuttiness, the leathery, little bits of vanilla. It actually goes from being a leathery type of a feeling to a nice creamy smoke towards like the second to the last half. Really, really nice on the profile, easy to smoke. It's very refined. It's really easy on the palate. So beautiful smoke. Comes in 3 different sizes, I believe. This is the smallest of the 3 sizes, the Lamont, I believe is what they're calling it. And it's a really good smoke. So highly recommend that you get your hands on this one if you haven't tried it. And my top cigar this week is McAuliffe Cigars. This is the Palacios. And this particular cigar is excellent for your morning cup of coffee. You know, I always like to throw those in there because the majority of us, as I have taken a recent poll, are coffee drinkers. And so we're always probably looking for that nice cigar to complement our coffee, especially hopefully on a nice Sunday morning or a Saturday morning on the weekend where you're enjoying your time off. And you can really have the time to sit down with a great cup of coffee and a good cigar. This is what this one falls into. Again, nice coffee complementing cigar. This particular one is the Palacios, as I mentioned, made by McAuliffe Cigars. And this one is about a medium body. It's featuring an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, Nicaraguan Habano Cuban seed binder. And then of course on the inside filler, they're using their secret house reserve, which is like, again, no one knows what that is, but it just tastes good. So it doesn't really matter as far as I'm concerned, as long as it smokes well, which is what this one does. This has really nice cedar, nutmeg, kind of a light pepper, really good creamy profile. So again, perfect with your morning cup of coffee. I highly recommend that you give this one a shot too. And of course, you can visit their website, McAuliffeCigars.com, and you can find out where they're carrying cigars near you. I believe you can even order online if you are somebody that is out in a different area where perhaps that particular brick and mortar doesn't carry those cigars. So that's always a nice feature on people's websites. So hats off to that, and thank you all of you for tuning in, and have a wonderful Sunday. I will see you soon. Cheers.